Okay, time to modernize the kitchen a little bit. I have this old outlet that has USB-A inputs on it. I'm going to switch out for this one that has USB-C, just because so many of our devices are requiring USB-C chargers now. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. You can also do this with any regular outlet. I just happen to be updating from a USB-A outlet to a USB-C. But if you have an outlet that just has two normal outlets on it and there's no USB insert, you can also take that one out and put in a new outlet that has the USB-C or USB-A inserts as well, just by shopping for it. The first thing I'm going to do is check that the electric is turned off. So I'm going to put this tester into the outlet, go down to my basement, and flip the correct switch. When I do that, you'll see these lights turn off, and that tells me that this outlet is now safe to work on. Really important that you have testers like this, and I'll include this as well as everything else that I'm using in this video in the description below. So in case you want to go out and buy one, you have an easy and accessible link to do so. So I found the correct fuse and go ahead and flip that in my basement and have the power turned off on this outlet, and now it's safe for me to work on it. After removing the cover plate, I'm then just going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the two screws and pull this outlet out to see what I'm working with. When I pull this outlet out, I really don't know every time what I'm going to find. Sometimes you're going to find just a single set of wires running to it. Sometimes you'll find a double. So it's always important to pull it out first and kind of assess what you're working with here. These little neon plastic pieces back here are just spacers that I added when I added the backsplash here in my kitchen. I'll go ahead and post a link to that video as well in case you want to install a backsplash in your kitchen one day. So I'm going to open up this new outlet here with the USB-C adapters on it. And basically the easiest way to do this is just to take off one wire at a time and swap it out. I could go through all the standard talks about how your black wire is your hot wire, your white wire is your neutral, your brass wire is going to be your ground wire, and where all of those attach to. But if you're new to electric work or you're not used to doing a lot of this, you know from that early tester that we plugged in that everything is wired correctly. So all you're going to do is take out one wire and put it in the same spot on the new outlet. The biggest mistake I see some people make is they unattach everything from the old outlet first, and then they kind of get confused and forget where certain wires went. So this is kind of a little trick that homeowners can use, especially, like I said, if you're not used to doing a lot of electrical work, where you're just doing one piece at a time, swapping out one wire in the old outlet and putting it in the same place on the new outlet. The ground wire requires you to have a little hook on the wire that will then hook or loop around the green screw. The black and white wires, or the hot wire and the neutral wires, I kept straight and then just slid behind the piece of metal, as you can see here, and then screwed that down firmly with my Phillips head screwdriver. After having all the wires attached in the correct places, I'm going to push those wires back into the box with my fingers and then reattach this outlet into the box with the two Phillips head screws, one at the top and one at the bottom. Now for this process, I was a little tired of using my handheld Phillips head screwdriver, so I brought out my power drill, and that just helps speed up the process a little bit. And once again, I'll go ahead and put a link to all the tools and materials I'm using in the description below, so feel free to access that. After getting the outlet back into the electric box, I'm then going to go ahead and put the faceplate back on. And this is the conclusion of the project, as long as everything is wired correctly. When putting the faceplate back on, if you want to be a real pro, always keep these screws facing the same direction. So I like mine going up and down rather than having one up and down and one diagonal. That's just what I think looks a little bit nicer. Okay, so cover plate's back on. Now it's time to test to make sure that we wired everything correctly. Using this same tester, I can go downstairs and flip the power back on and I'll get a code or a message, but depending on what lights light up. And these two lights in the middle and on the right lighting up tell me that everything is wired correctly. Now I can use the outlet and these two USB-C ports to charge anything and everything that takes a USB-C around the house. This project is super easy, and it's a great way to update your house, so that way you don't have to always be looking for the charging blocks around your house. Out with the old, in with the new. Hit that like button, and I always appreciate people subscribing to my channel.